It's your boy on Everlazt. We here with my man Charles. Kraves. Yeah. Got the vegan empanadas. This shit is banging.
Oye, a mí me importa.
You know what time it is.
What's getting away without us being here?
Yes, right.
I know it's a takeover, but we take it back over.
The takeover, man. Yeah, the team just rolled in. Yeah.
Gunline boss.
Hey, man, we at Punto The Spot, man. We the classic takeover, man. Kraves is cooking in the building. We ain't even got a kitchen in
Man,
here.
I got breaking news.
We
The
gonna kill your
Buffalo
mind.
Bills just signed Antonio Brown. They still gonna lose.
Hey,
Cowboys.
And the Cowboys got Jason Witten.
Cowboys. Hall of Famer. Cowboys Witten.
Yeah.
You already know that.
DJ Marvls. You know why he retired the first time?
today.
Oh, we got energy in the room today, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of energy.
Hey, we going green today. We going green. We going
We going green? Artie Green is in the building.
Artie Green is in the building on the ones and twos. Marvelous, how did you let him get your spot?
50 weeks he held
I
that
know
spot.
why. AG.
Yo, 50 weeks he held that spot.
Yo, how's it feel to be me?
I'm gonna tell you why. Yo, I think Marvelous always wanted to sit there.
Oh, you trying to pull a deck? I'm out of here.
Oh, he said try to pull a deck.
He's moving over. He's getting to the boys.
It's family, man. You know what it is, man.
Nah, man, we
So
just happy.
love,
Me and
man.
Dinero, we just got in from Philly. We happy to get here. We didn't think we was gonna make it tonight. You know what I'm saying? We just happy to get here.
Man.
He got the boom boom room. He
He locked and loaded.
yeah, he's ready to go. The classic man.
Yo, the vegan chef, yo, let me tell you, them empanadas was
man.
banging, son.
I appreciate
It
it,
tastes
man.
just like turkey.
Yo, it's
I appreciate
amazing.
it. That's the thing.
Tastes like chicken to me.
It's called
It
Kraves.
tastes like some type of something, but it tastes good,
It's
though.
called Kraves.
No, it's crazy.
That shit was good,
You know, it's
though.
crazy that you say that. Like, you know, my daughter's vegan, so today, there's certain days I don't eat meat at all. When I do, I just try to eat a little fish. So today she made She made a dope ass meal. So if I tell her about that, that's what it's about. I think being more creative and trying to live a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
There's no cancer in Cuba because there's no cows.
Go, hey, let that sink in.
Let that sink
Yo,
in.
so CG.
Let that sink in.
So
Hold on, I don't hear you. Gotta get your mic. He know how to work that mic over there.
Get close.
yeah, he
Hey, he don't know how to work that mic over
is
there.
he doing?
You don't hear me? You don't hear me? Hey, Dex said.
I hear you now.
Okay, Dex said that, the Classic Players fans want to know what's the name of the app.
The Adventure Music Radio app. What you mean?
Adventure Music Radio app. If
That's
you
a
got,
fact.
If you got
Go
Apple,
cop.
if you got an iPhone, if you got
Android,
an
it don't matter.
Download it right now. And just in case we get kicked off, because y'all know how they do on this thing,
Yeah.
y'all can listen to us on the app.
That's
Yeah,
right.
baby.
Yeah,
we don't get kicked
that's
off.
Hey, this show
We
will live. Hey,
syndicated.
listen to me. This show will live on the app. So even if they didn't catch it today, they could go right to it and then get it off the app and,
all right,
and
yeah.
listen to
Oh,
it.
That's
man,
dope.
yeah,
That's
you-
dope. That's dope.
Now, or the website.
The
That's
website
right.
or the app, y'all.
We trying to get this thing out to as many people as possible.
That's right.
Man, we missed a lot of weeks though. We was on the road. We've been touring, so this is like we missed 3 weeks. I
Yeah,
think.
something
Be here
like
next
that.
week either.
And
We'll
we're
be in
not here
Austin.
next week. We're in South by Southwest in Austin, exactly.
Yes,
sir.
So
Very
that's why I
nice,
was
very
just
nice.
glad.
Very
I was,
nice.
sorry, Mom. So I'm just happy I made it. You know what I'm saying? To catch you guys. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through and taking over. But you know we're gonna. I wanted to talk a little bit about that Kraves and how everything started with you, Charles. You know what I'm saying? And tell me how that actually kicked off. I don't know if they talked about it or not yet.
We spoke a little bit about it, you know.
Yeah.
But I was explaining to him. For me, like I had high blood pressure, borderline diabetic.
Yeah.
You know, and it ran in my family. You know, my father's diabetic. They took both his
You know,
feet.
that's the question I have to ask. Does
No.
those things run in her? Is that hereditary, or is it just we all eat bad
It's just
shit?
that you eat bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just what you brought up.
Exactly.
It's your diet. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you be eating the same things as you
So-
was a kid. So it's
Man, I want some chicken.
we don't got no chicken. No, the older. We got some unchick.
It's vegan.
I know we gonna eat good, but I get some chicken.
The older you get, your body processes the food differently.
differently.
You know.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, if you OGs like us, them cold cuts, you can't eat those.
Oh,
Like,
you
there's a lot of
processed
stuff.
food.
Yeah, you cannot eat a lot of that stuff.
Processed food's the #1 killer. Though.
Hell
No
yeah.
question.
And that sugar's in
Sugar,
everything.
sugar.
That's the biggest
flour,
cocaine.
sugar.
Yeah.
That's bigger than cocaine.
They pushing it hard.
So how
Sugar and salt.
I got a
Liquid
question
sugar.
for you.
You gotta damn near grow your own food, right?
I got a question for you. So how hard would it be for a person that just eat regular shit to turn over to just be vegan?
I mean,
First of all, I don't eat regular shit.
It depends on.
Your regular routine, potato chips, your
Right.
chicken, your beef,
I mean,
your
don't get
whatever.
it twisted though. You got unhealthy vegans.
Yes.
So I mean, you got unhealthy vegans. It depends on what you want to do. There's some of the people who think they healthy, they still eating unhealthy.
I mean, the pastelito you made is amazing. You can
But
trick anybody.
I try to. If the thing is, I just want to make it like easy for your taste buds, because like right now you're really hooked on flavors. You're hooked on the seasoning. You're hooked on maybe texture, but you're not hooked on chicken, because you wouldn't just go take a chicken and skin it and then just throw it in the oven and take it out, or put it in the frying pan.
You
and just eat
season it up.
Right,
you season it
correct.
up. So we've caught on everything you put on the food. Like people that eat pork, what they do, they eat chitlins. They go put hot sauce on it, whatever, or chopped barbecue. You put all the flavor on it, and you just want the texture of it. So if I give you something with the same flavor, you're gonna complain about the texture then.
Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna complain, nigga.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, you been hanging uptown too much.
No, that's dope, man. And those empanadas was crazy.
Yeah.
So how does like if someone wanted to get it, how do they get it from you? Like, because you don't have a storefront.
Nah, not a storefront. So what I do mostly now, meal prep. So
Yeah.
people hit me up on Instagram
That's dope.
at Crave Eats, Craves Vegan Food, and I do a meal prep for them.
Say that again. Where can they go find this stuff? Where can they get this meal prep
If
from
they're
you?
looking for me,
Yeah.
where you can find me at, if you turn 2 blocks down.
Holla!
Nah, you go on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook.
Yes.
Craves Eats, Craves Vegan Food. You can find me. You inbox me. You give me your number. I'll get right back to you. We'll set it up. You tell me what you into. You know what things you like. You look on my page. You pick out a few dishes. I give you 2 selections. Most meal preps, they'll give you the same thing for the whole week.
Right.
Because most people meal prep, they do it for the diet, and they do it because they're working out. So different. I give you 2 different selections off my menu. What you see, go on my page, and you like it, get back to me. Then I'll tell you pick up every Sunday.
I have a question for
Dope.
you. So if I track you down through the social network, Instagram or Facebook, and I want some vegan dish, but I want my dish cannabis infused, can you do things like that, or do you do things like that?
Oh, he want to get high.
The thing
Yeah.
is,
He want to get high.
Very, very.
You want to
I spoke to some people about
the
that.
Dykeman weed dealer.
I can do it, but I don't have the cannabis. But if I had it,
It sounds like he's trying to get you a case.
No, what it is, yeah.
He's lining you up. Can you put cocaine in my? Could you lace it
Listen to me.
with a little poppy
You heard
seed?
what I said?
Can you break a couple little perks on it?
What did I say? I don't have it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, a
No,
lot
it can
of
be
people,
done.
the infused, a lot of
No,
people,
it's
they,
money in that.
They use the what's the OBD,
The butter, the butter,
yeah.
oil
The
butter,
butter,
stuff
yeah, the
like
oil.
that. So
It's
I'm saying
simple.
it's not like I'm saying to
No,
throw
I know what you're
quarter
saying.
ounce.
No, I spoke to somebody this summer about it.
Throw a dub.
But
in
I
it.
never got a chance to get back to the guy. We spoke about it because it's a big thing they do.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
spoke
yeah.
to the connect.
They have a party.
Cannabis
have a
cannabis
party.
is something you really truly should be
And-
eating instead of smoking.
Yeah,
honestly, even
yeah,
though
it
we
gets
all
you-
like
it
to
gets you-
indulge
So
it,
it's
it's
crazy
something that
you
we
said
should
that.
eat.
System quick.
I was told that also by a professional doctor.
Yeah.
That we should be eating it.
should be
the what?
eating
You're
the-
better off
the
buying an
cannabis.
eighth and eating it than you are
Why?
smoking.
Why?
Because the carcinogens when it's burning.
That's a
when
big
you're
word. I
smoking.
didn't go to college, but it'll fuck you up.
the carcinogens. Zach, am I correct, Zach?
You can't even spell
Carcinogens?
that. Both of you
Carcinogens.
guys
right?
are
This boy educated. He got a good education.
Listen, we didn't go to college.
That boy there smart.
Boy,
That's
yeah.
a Shaw. That's a Shaw.
Yo,
That's
he
a
said
Shaw
carcinogens.
graduate right there from
He
North
said,
Carolina.
what country?
He said about
I'm saying that's a Shaw
syllables,
graduate.
What country?
Shout out to Shaw.
Listen,
Shaw
if-
alumni.
so you're telling
Son
me,
of a bitch.
if I eat the cannabis,
it's better.
the carcinogens.
And no, you don't have no carcinogens because you're
So
not.
if we
You
eat
say
the cannabis,
carcinogens, but you can't say Massachusetts.
It's carcinogens is the result of burning the tobacco and the paper, whatever
Right.
the thing.
I was told
the
by a
combustion.
physician
Dr. Dex in the building.
that you're better off from a health standpoint
Of eating it than
eating
smoking
it than smoking it, or even putting it in a bag in a tea.
Teas,
Yes,
stuff
I
like
did
that.
hear
Then,
So I could put some weed in the tea
yeah.
You're gonna be high.
and just boil it.
You're gonna be high.
Will it work?
You're gonna be high.
It'll bring
be
down.
even higher.
It will help bring down.
Y'all are full of
CG,
it.
Nah,
CG,
yo, you gonna be
CG.
higher.
You might
Yo,
listen.
baby,
CG.
what
Hold
up?
on.
I'm gonna try just for you.
Hold on.
Oh
You
yeah. No.
Listen to me, CG.
Hey, I'm gonna try it too.
Yo,
You're gonna be
CG.
like Chris
Hey,
Tucker.
let's be honest. Let's be honest.
Debo's pigeon coop.
There's an entire tobacco industry, an entire raw company campaign based on you rolling. So it's hard for them. They want you to keep smoking it and rolling it.
Well, I don't
They're
know
not-
how to roll.
No, but
I
yeah.
know how to make tea.
I could tell you this from I could tell you this from experience. Like with the tea, if
You seem very experienced.
I
in
am.
this.
I'm an herbalist. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was.
Hey,
This
listen.
nigga is.
I was. Yo, listen to me.
Listen.
I was.
Hey, listen.
Yo, you calling out big words. I'm a herbalist.
Yeah, listen. Hey, listen. I always knew you was a communist. Yo,
With my weed, I am.
Chris, hey, that's over 20 years. I know this is the first time I ever knew you was a carcinogenous, herbalistic,
Yo,
hallucinistic, pessimistic, and all that other
He's
shit.
pulling out today, man.
Yeah, these words are incredible.
Cause you talk in a language that I can relate to.
Nah, I can't
Cannabis.
relate to those big words.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
I'm just
but what I'm
saying-
saying with the tea
I'm
and
saying that
eating it too
Spanish.
as well. Like say for the tea.
How much should I boil? A pound?
No. I mean like
I like a lot of tea. man.
honestly, the way to do it, like just say for instance, you boil some in a pot, you fill it with the water, you boil it, you drink some, then you don't have to throw away what you boiled right there. You
can
put
smoke
more
it?
water
Next.
and boil
You
it
know
out
you
again.
sound like Dex.
Could you-
sound
could
like
you
the guy
smoke-
who's
hold
selling
on.
me a used
If you
car.
dr-
Hold on,
you
though.
dry-
He's never
if you-
tried the
Hold
AC.
on, hold on,
Yeah.
Dex. Listen to me. Can you boil it and then dry it up and then smoke it?
Yes, you can.
So I can catch it twice.
I don't know what resisted.
I'm just trying to maximize my high, man.
But at that point, you would have.
boil it, drink
You would
it,
have
bag
already.
it up, and resell it. That's the question.
Because
Now you're on to
It's
something.
gonna,
I
it's
think
gonna
you
lose. It's
can.
gonna lose its consistency because you boil out the THC as well as the other oils inside of it. You see what I'm saying? So when you dry out what's left, the
This
plant life that's
carcinogenous,
left,
this
and
nigga
you
here?
dry it out. Of course, anything dry that's wood or things like it's gonna be able to burn, so you can
Yo,
burn
my
it.
brother.
But you might not get the same high because you already boil
Took
out most
everything
of
out
the
of it.
THC.
I got
But
you.
with the
It
tea,
may just smoke.
But with the tea, from what I hear and from what I believe, because I actually used to drink the tea when I was younger, I actually boil it myself. It helps bring down like inflammation
Yeah.
and other things that it helps the
I'm
body.
gonna try it and see how I feel. I'm gonna let
Yeah,
y'all know
try a
about
little
that,
bit.
and I'm gonna definitely use it with this vegan shit. With the Kraves.
Once again, where they could
We
get
can
up
put
with the
that in
vegan
with-
chef
oh.
at, man. Tell them again, man.
Get on Instagram.
Tell them
Find me on
again.
Instagram. Crave Eats, Craves Vegan Food. Instagram. See me on
Them
Facebook.
empanadas was
But what
banging,
other
though.
specialties do you got? Because you make a lot of dishes. I watch you and your daughter Milan go to bed now.
Milan's up
Milan
right now.
go to bed.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watch you and your daughter cooking all the time, like in the kitchen, and you're cooking,
Yeah,
making
yeah.
dishes. And let me tell you something. When he makes these dishes, this shit looks like a 5-star restaurant. I don't know how this nigga figured that shit out.
I be looking at his angles and
I don't know
everything.
how
is
he
perfect.
figured it
Timing.
out. But I mean, that's what real shit. Like,
Yeah.
you know, again, I know Charles a long time, and man, it's very inspiring to see what he was doing to where he's at, the growth, and it just goes to show you
Thank you, thank you.
anything you want to do, you could do it. If we would have talked to him a few years ago,
Different game.
he would have never been talking about he's gonna be doing this. Like that's what you don't get.
We was going to Lavo getting stood.
Yeah,
steak for two.
yeah. But it's not only going to Lavo, but the lifestyle was different.
Lifestyle,
Everything was different.
Everything was
And
different.
it's like to see you and then making the dishes the way you're making them, like so professionally.
Yeah, man.
You could tell that care is there. You know, I wanted to shout out anyone that ever made me something to eat. I was cooking today. No, I'm gonna tell you why. Yo, this is real shit.
Your house is still around?
Yo,
Yo,
this is
wait,
real
yo.
shit.
Now he's like,
And then it hit me. It hit me when I'm cooking today. I'm in the kitchen cutting up onions, getting prepped, right?
Prepping.
This is real shit. And cooking is an act of love, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, if you don't understand it, so I want to thank everyone that ever cooked me something, from McDonald's to Wendy's. My mama. No, but for real, it's an act of love. Like,
They put their foot
the
in
work
it.
but the work you have to
Waffle
do
House.
to make the food, to prepare the food, is really an act
listen,
of love.
that's
Like,
what-
yo,
listen, before-
and I'm in there cutting up onions and tomatoes and just getting it prepped so I could cook for
That's-
later in the week. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, I'm eating what I'm eating. But at the end of the day, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. This
Before
is
you
real.
got here,
That feeling.
I just was telling her, I'm like, yo, I don't want to put my food out like that. I was just telling her, I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
real ain't about my food.
Yeah.
Because I like presentation when you get it, when you see it, because you know somebody watching it for the
Art,
first
it's
time.
a form of art.
That's-
So I like to
It's
cook
an art
live.
form.
So
Sure.
I'm
telling
telling
you,
you, thing.
His shit looks like you should be taking pictures of that shit when he
you
finishes.
might not know. I'm not no chef, but I had a couple restaurants in,
Oh, yeah.
in my life, and I understand prepping because I was an owner. And I played every position.
Me
You see
too.
what I'm
You-
saying?
you
I lead
have
by,
to.
I lead as an owner. You
Look.
have to lead by example. You can't ask nobody to do nothing that you won't do. Even though you don't cook, I don't cook. I was still prepping, cutting up scallions. I was cleaning chicken. It was
Hold
a
on,
time.
hold on.
Scallions?
Scallions? I know the game, Skelly.
I
know- I know-
Scallions.
You know,
So
he-
wait a second.
Scallions.
Yeah, but he said scallions. Wait a minute
So
here.
you're telling me you can
Roll with that one. You were trying to roll. You trying
Wait
to
a
roll
second.
right
Wait a
through that.
second.
With Skillion.
Wait a second.
Scallions.
Wait a second.
That was my
wait.
Boston accent.
Nigga, you been cheating on your tests, huh?
I don't tell.
Shit ain't adding
Let
up.
me get this right. So
I
you-
wasn't even in class.
You can spell Rumpelstiltskin.
But
You can't say his Scalilion. Hey, you must be from Machachuche.
Nah, but for real, Gotti, before you got here,
Yeah.
we was talking about the same thing, like you said, seeing growth, and I was telling him, I remember we was in D.C. when you signed Boogie Bird.
Boogie Bird.
He got that
And
footage.
I got the footage.
That's
it was me
crazy.
and you going around
To his house.
You remember?
Hell
In his
yeah.
house. We were going around.
He was the first one that Boogie Bird. So for the audience that are listening, that Boogie Bird was the first artist signed on Adventure
Yes.
Music.
Oh man.
And I said to my sister and other people that was involved with me, whoever signs up, the first person that signs up when I turned that thing live, I'm going to see them. I don't care if they was in Alaska. I would have been on a plane to Alaska. Thank God he was in D.C. And we drove, me and Chuck, we drove
Yeah.
to D.C.
I told him I got the footage from when he was
to
in
get
Shooters.
and when we see, hold on, when you see where he was making his music at,
Oh man.
you understand? It's just let you know the passion in people
Yeah.
when they got love for something. Like you could tell he loves music.
That's a fact.
And Boogie Bird, man, all congratulations, because you know he's got to deal with Murder Inc. with 300 over there with Irv and Kevin Lyles and everybody.
Yeah, he's got a
you
big
know,
role coming
so
in
it-
Tales too.
and he's got a big role coming up in Tales. He looked like he's man. He looked like money.
Look like money.
He looked like
Smell
money.
like
I
money.
thought it was one of the
You hear me?
Migos
So
or
at
something.
yo, facts. That's it. They had him looking like money because them Amigo niggas, them niggas be looking like money.
I'm about to
That's
get
what-
dressed. I'm about to put a wig on.
With
Yeah.
all said and done, that's like when artists sign up to Adventures Music.
Yeah,
You know, the avenues, doors open when they believe in this and you know what you're doing. And they
Yes.
do their part.
yeah.
You know, you give them the platform, they got
And
to do
that's
their part.
that's the key. They do their part.
We
your
had a
part.
we had a lovely turnout Saturday. Shout out to Apostrophe Lounge. Shout
Oh,
out to
man.
Tiger.
Whoa.
Oh, that was crazy.
You did another blooper right there. It's apostrophe lounge. bro.
Apostrophe Lounge. is
Okay,
what
I thought you said apology
I said it in
lounge.
I said it in my Charlotte
Well, I'm just
accent,
making
bro.
sure. Just making
Oh,
sure.
yeah, he got a lot of accents.
Yeah, he
God damn,
does.
boy.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
It's like an
Yo,
accent ready to happen.
God, he keeps me traveling, bro.
Yeah, nah, we
Yeah.
moving. We
Apostrophe
working.
Lounge. That was
We
crazy.
got work to do.
Yeah, we, you know what I'm
You
saying?
know what I'm
I
saying?
don't
We
know how
out here
many
building.
artists.
That's it.
Another weekend again.
Hey, I gotta
where-
ask my other partner that took over here today a question or two. Yeah, there you go. Hey, you know, it's an AG, but there's a CG, so it's a
Yeah.
CG and the AG. That's it.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
together.
yeah. Y'all better know.
But he started something called a Classicman. How long now has that been going?
The classic playlist family, our group has been going for about, I think, 3 years now.
Yeah, about 3.
About
But-
3 years now.
Strong.
3
Again.
years, y'all? Because they live too. They live with us right
Yeah.
now.
So what I'm telling you is, again, I watched all of this transpire from the beginning, and I watched when he first started it, and I would catch it on my gram or my, because it would come through the feed, and I see them in their cars, and they're playing their music, singing, and I'm like, what the hell is? Man, but he grew a bass. And I keep telling him he needs to go take that on the road. The Classicman, because that's a unique audience that wants that music because they can't
Pull
find
up
it
in them
nowhere.
cities.
And they pay.
And they, it's a grown folk
So they
business.
gonna pay.
So they're gonna come out, support, and I told him he could create his Classicman tour. And
Yeah,
that's
we
the
can-
next. That to me is your next step. But it's a great thing to see all the people engaging, talking to you, going through all the music that you playing. It's just dope watching it. And again, you know what I'm saying? To see all of that is crazy, man. But
Yeah,
3
thanks,
years
man.
in, 3 years in, it's consistency, and he stays with it. You can't get anywhere without that consistency, and it takes
Facts.
time to build
That's a fact.
that audience. And you have a great following. I already know that.
Yeah.
CG, let me ask you a question, CG, and you listen sharply, AG, right? Because this man over the vegan chef, man, said he was with Gotti for the #1 artist. If I'm correct, you were with Gotti in Philly for the #2 artist?
Oh, he brought the #2.
Norman Bates, Mr. Bates,
Mr.
Philly?
Bates.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's a story to tell. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah. And I met Bass years ago, man. I did a record for him. My man Red brought him to me, and Bass came and we was in my mom's basement. I had a little studio built in my mom's basement, and he came and he spit some fire. So Bass is hot out of Philly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he representing adventures music well out there.
In Philly,
I
let me
spoke
tell
to
you,
him
when
today, actually.
people really fuck with Bass and respect his craft. Man, I get on my line, and when they see Bass, they be like, man, this nigga's tough. You know what I'm saying? So Bass definitely is one of those artists out in Philly doing his thing.
we got
And now
plenty.
he's a rep for us, not only an artist, but he reps Adventure Music, and that's something that we do here. We empower people so they could actually, now he's part of the
Yeah,
business.
shout out to all our Philly and Pennsylvania artists, because we got them spread out through the state of Pennsylvania, Latin-wise as well, too.
Yeah,
You
no
know, them
doubt.
spics is everywhere.
What they say, Spanish people in control.
Spanish people in control.
So Dinero, just the other day, I happened to drop a new single from you on the website.
You dropped it for me? Thank you.
I placed it on our website
Yes,
so
you
that
did.
the public can see it, featuring another colleague of ours on Adventures Music called Joso. Would you elaborate on that?
Yeah, but them fucking words, my nigga.
Elaborate.
Elaborate, our colleague. Listen, Joseph's an artist we fucking signed. He's
Joso's in LA right now,
Joseph's
living
in
his
LA.
best life.
He's not my fucking colleague. He's a young artist that I think is incredible. He's a fucking guy. Colleague.
He broke everything apart. It ain't none of that shit, you know?
None of that shit, bro.
We're in the
Listen,
spot. We're in
we're
El
with the
Punto.
beauty of our adventures. Yeah, exactly. We're in the spot. The beauty of our adventures is that with Chris, I've been able to having a Latin division. And being the president, I've been able to, and still producing records and still dropping. I work just as hard as anybody else. He knows that. I think in the last 2 weeks, in 10 days, I did like 17 songs or some shit.
At least.
Flew a kid in from Spain.
Nah, he worked.
I
Flew
see,
the kid from Houston.
Shout out to Wasel.
Right, and the Wasel's album, that's what Ryan's done. That project's coming out fucking dope. So
Yeah.
And so is this other kid that we're gonna keep working. But what I'm saying is that with Joso, I seen something in Joso. I met Joso in the BX when we were working on the Spick project.
Spanish people in
Yeah,
control.
and then when I started I do my projects, I said, yo, get on this record. I heard you can sing. And he killed it. So Joso is someone that one of the reasons I dropped, I said, we're telling Chris, we have a plan. It's not really me. It's really kind of put these artists out there with me standing next to them and saying, hey, this is who's up next. And we're bringing a different flavor to the Latin game, too, where we bring that Latin R&B. It was always hip-hop.
Say it again.
It was always hip-hop and R&B.
Latin R&B.
Exactly. So
Shout out to Joso.
me being one of the first dudes to really brand Latin hip-hop in the Spanish game, now we can continue that whole legacy. And even though reggaeton is standing strong, I look at reggaeton. if you listen to La Mega, 99% of the music they play is imported. Right? They're gonna play you the hottest artist in Colombia, the hottest artist in Puerto Rico,
Can I ask you a question?
the hottest artist in Dominican Republic. That's what you're listening to. But we're in the fucking United States, and we have just as much talent, probably more. You can't tell me you're gonna find a hotter hip hop artist somewhere out of this country than you are in New York City.
That's a fact.
You can't. You can't tell me
Or
you can't.
at least in America.
I don't care. No, New York City alone, because I'm just trying to tell you, we're hip hop just the whole. That's why the Dominicans, their whole flow, what they're doing. So you go ahead. You're gonna ask me something.
The reggaeton have a transition almost like, how we went from to Spanish trap, and then we went to trap. Now, was reggaeton playero and became
It was.
reggaeton?
Reggaeton was playero, and they didn't respect it. You know, that's the
Understood.
early days of Baby Rasta.
Yeah, very, very early.
And remember, Daddy Yankee, Nicky Jam, everything was a group. Nobody's a solo artist. And then I kind of did something crazy because I broke. When I broke radio here, we turned it into money, and I went double platinum. And when it turned into money, the label said, "Okay, now we could do this reggaeton shit because these fucking kids love it, right?" But I was not coming with reggaeton, so that and I wasn't willing to sell my soul. I'm the only artist of that era that owns all my music. I own every fucking album.
Yeah.
We have someone that has been in our studio that I'm not going to mention that's been in the game 15 years, and you look, he's an icon. He doesn't own shit. Right? So when I look at how I'm going to make money off my album to the year 5,999 when this fucking planet ain't here no more, my grandkids are going to eat, I guarantee you that most of them artists, and I'm not going to name them, the ones that name his dogs, all this other shit, in about 100 years, they're not getting no more checks. Because if they're not performing, it's
That's
over.
a fact.
My kids will still, my grandkids will get checks. My great-grandkids will still be in the music business.
Hopefully they don't sell it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, that I can't, exactly.
because we're
No,
gone.
you're absolutely right. We're gone. But
Someone told me that
gonna leave them.
yesterday.
But if they do sell it, at least I left them something. They might have sold it for good or bad reason. Hopefully, I left them something that's
legacy,
how I
a
look at
legacy.
the game. Well, no, it's a money game.
Oh, absolutely.
I own my shit. That is so important.
You know, I want to. You know, we missed the opening. Usually, in the beginning, when we come in, we always talk about topics. There's so many topics that I miss talking about. So, you know, when we first start the show, you know, we always talk about what was going on. You know, current events or things like that that's going on. So, you know, I know the number one thing is again the R. Kelly. I don't know if y'all spoke about it.
Nah, we ain't talking about that
We
yet.
didn't get there yet.
not
We
yet.
spoke about it in the
Hold
car.
on, let me ask you a question. Are you pulling them off your Classicman playlist?
See,
No.
I have a different outcome too, so
the
go
funny
ahead.
thing about it is, I think that dude did some crazy stuff back in the days. I think that the dude did some crazy stuff.
How about you? Did you do some crazy shit?
A lot. I'm gonna tell you some crazy.
Got him. What in the R. Kelly?
Oh no, this is what I'm saying.
Don't let me hit the boo button over here.
I just don't think everything that they saying about the man is true. That's what I think.
Okay.
That's
so
just my opinion.
listen, I'm agreeing with you.
I'm starting.
I don't think everything is true, but he has a lot of stuff that probably is enough. But, you know, that's a whole nother story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was just wondering, like, if, from a playlist, because, you know, a lot of places was saying they're going to ban his music, and I didn't know if that's your position also.
I'll tell you
or
what.
not.
You want my story? So I played it not so long ago.
Yeah.
A guy was like, I want R. Kelly. And I was like, you sure? I played it, and it's Uptown Dykeman. Everybody booed the motherfucking record. I was just like, oh, shit. Switch. So I was
You
like,
serious?
I'm serious. They were like,
crazy.
boo. I was like, oh, shit.
That's crazy.
And when you got to the
Hey,
heights,
That's
I'm gonna tell you something.
It's over.
That's crazy.
Music,
music.
the music defines certain things that happen in your life.
It's
you're
music.
right,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
So
but in this era, it's piquing people's
that.
other
Yeah, but can I
interests.
say something though? This is so important, and you know this. Fans do not fall in love with the music; they fall in love with the artist who creates the music.
right.
True.
So when they realize, damn, you've been doing that, the music doesn't sound the same anymore.
Right.
But the shit it's when he first got accused of doing it, he went
This
towards.
is a different era.
Same-
I can
This
tell
is
you,
different.
It's a more
That
sensitive.
was
If I got a
Yeah.
million followers,
We're living
right
in the
now-
sensitive zone,
Listen,
son.
if I got
that was just
But
recent.
right
My
now
brother
we're
played
living in the
this
sensitive
example.
zone.
I got a
Before they just
I
brought
got a
this shit
million
up, he was
followers.
just on tour.
I got you. but
Before they
listen.
just brought this shit
You're
up.
listening to El Punto The Spot radio show.
I'm just telling the era we live in now. Right now, let's say I had 1 million followers, and I try to, just because I'm a dickhead, I try to shit on your
know,
stuff, right?
yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
I could influence people to say don't
Of
buy
course,
your
you
stuff.
can because the social media
So
shit.
imagine the powerhouse.
I think-
So let that sink
But
in.
that's fucked up because-
Well, wait a second. They did it to Cosby.
That's all they doing it to.
And now they're doing it to, right? And I'm not saying,
How
listen.
about Weinstein?
Listen.
But it's like
No,
26
can I
of
say
these
something?
dudes.
Can I say
Where's he
something?
at?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
He's in the Bahamas.
hold on,
They're
man.
hold
not even.
Hey,
They're
hey,
not-
listen,
They're
hold
not
on.
even
How
in the
about,
news.
how about
He
Woody
did it.
Allen?
They're not
Listen,
even in the
He married his
news.
stepdaughter. He married his little
They're
girl.
not even
Yeah.
in the news, man. It's like
but
26
Hey,
other
check
news.
this out,
Yo,
though.
he-
Check this out, though.
he
I
married
know.
Do you
his
think-
girl.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm with you on
It's
that.
crazy.
I'm just trying to
Now,
tell you for what it is.
what's fucked up is the urban community, we lynch our own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck
Sweet.
that.
Yes.
At the end of the day is we lynch our own.
We police our
we
own.
make we don't even police our. We make
We
a
used to.
mockery
Nah,
of our
this
own.
is
So
what we
we
do.
made it
Yes.
more of
We
a
do
joke.
this. They
So
do
now
this.
the
The
joke
people do this.
spread
They
so far
come back down
that
here,
the white
bop,
man
bop.
don't got to do
But you
shit
ca-
no more because
Yeah.
now the joke then spread it so far on social media. They got 100 memes on them.
Is
Right.
that what Kanye
Yeah, they
used to
crushed
say
it.
before
But-
he went
but I'm
senile?
saying it happens with everybody in the urban community, whether you black or Hispanic, they're gonna attack you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? You gotta even look at the Chloe shit with the dude who just cheated on him or whatever. It's just crazy how they attack the girl, they attack this person, that person. Never said nothing about the family, all the shit they do.
And then
wrong.
you got dudes like this Jesse Schmoller, whatever
Yeah,
his name,
but-
doing this asinine shit.
What
See,
asinine
see,
shit? Oh,
but
first of all,
hold,
that's
this the
bullshit.
thing. This was so crazy. Hold on, hey, yo,
On
hey,
top
hey,
of
hey,
all that, on top of all of that, he
hey,
comes
hey,
behind
Dex,
with that
yo,
shit.
hey Dex, this was so crazy.
You know
they
what-
had video footage.
Of
They
what?
had video footage of R. Kelly way back in the days,
Yeah.
and people accepted
That's what I'm
everything
saying.
that he
Wasn't
did.
in social media like
yeah,
Right, but
Let
now,
him
let me
finish.
now check this out. What I'm saying. My question is this: do you think that it's white society or black society that's trying to bring him down? Because when you look at Kraft, I'm just gonna Kraft for example.
Kraft's my man, yo.
Now check this out. When Kraft started to stand up for black people,
Oh,
Damn
yeah.
right, he did
to
prison
support
reform.
Oh, yeah.
support
Crazy.
Meek Mills
He got
and
to
everything
go.
that he did,
Crazy.
now they after him.
All right, first of all,
Now he got a case.
You know that case.
I'ma
They
tell who
they've
brung him
been
down.
on him. They've
Yeah.
been on him before. They had footage of that, but they just brought it forward
Oh,
now.
Now because
because they're gonna discredit
because-
him when he go up. When
But
he
I'ma
stand
tell
up,
you-
whatever
he's
shit.
trying
But
to
I'm gonna tell you
support-
who's behind that.
We put that chain on him.
About,
fucked
go,
up.
hey, who's behind? Because they've been trying to get him for a minute. We try to shit on his quarterback. That's the NFL. You know what Cardi B told the NFL? I'm not performing, but she went to his party and performed.
Yes.
They are on him. The NFL's like, how'd you get her? We wanted her,
And
She
she'll
said-
come
but
and
she's still
perform at
coming.
yours.
NFL is still. If you boycott NFL, so to him, he's like, he got Rick Ross on stage.
Yeah.
because
Meek
he
Mill
messed
got-
with the
got
he messed
Kevin
with
Hart,
the
he got
That's
brothers.
what I'm saying.
He messed
So they're
with the
saying,
brothers.
Okay, we
fucked
know
up
you
because-
be getting
I think he
home.
might be
We
just
We
saving
know about
himself.
it.
yo.
We know about
Listen,
it.
everybody
Now we
mess
know
with the
that world
brothers.
knows.
Now we're gonna expose.
All right, listen. Martha Stewart messed with the brothers. They put her ass in jail.
Listen,
Well,
listen,
Martha
hold
didn't
up,
put
hold
in
up,
jail
hold
for
up,
messing
hold
with
up.
I know.
brothers.
I just
Hey,
say
hey,
though.
listen.
But once she went to jail, she only could fuck with
No,
niggas.
hey,
yo,
She came
yo,
home doing shows with
all right,
Snoop Dogg.
yeah,
I'm like,
listen, Donald Trump, all of them, puff parties, all of them.
Yeah.
All these motherfuckers was shaking hands with all the, you
At
got
one
all
time,
the
yeah.
athletes.
Yeah.
Whether you Spanish athlete, Latino, or black athlete, whatever you could be, entertainer.
Yeah.
All of these rich white people, they were fucking with us.
Yeah.
But
And
you got
the ones
that
that was
swag.
fucking with us, they didn't let them get away with shit.
Yeah.
When they
But
got
the
in
key-
trouble, they like, listen, we're gonna make you pay for that shit you did.
Well, they exploited it more, let's say a little harder than
Yeah.
most.
Yeah, but hey, the key to
But
that,
you know, look-
Ellie, the key to that though, CG, is that he said the rich people. See, if they were broke white people messing with them, they wouldn't care.
Ain't nobody cares about broke niggas, yo.
I think Brandy, you missing the
but
topic.
because they got money
Nobody
and they're
said-
able to help.
Nobody said if he's wrong or right, so we agree that he's wrong. But what I'm saying is, that regardless if people got daughters, sons, or whatever, if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
So nobody's agreeing with him. We're talking about people in general from the urban community, how we just lynch each other.
Yeah.
So
Lopsided,
fuck it. They're
lopsided.
gonna lynch us no matter what. They're gonna do what they're gonna do to us. But at the end of the day, is we go make a mockery out of it. So it's
So
just
what about
that's it.
Tekashi?
Tekashi?
Yeah, what about Tekashi?
He didn't know what the fuck he was getting into, but at the end of the day, they knew what they was dealing with too. So you knew he was gonna snitch on him. If I'm with him, I know he's telling.
Fact.
The motherfucker got rainbow hair. What are you gonna do? He's gonna tell on me. I know that already. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna expect him to stand up? I look at him, I know him. So I'm like, yo,
Ain't the rainbow
but-
the gay color?
Yeah.
there?
So what the
But listen. Even those people, when you talk about R. Kelly, even those people that were on TV, right, talking about my daughter's inside, ain't no fucking cameraman, no police, none of that bullshit gonna be able to stop me from going in that door to get my daughter.
First of all,
you understand
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
calling the
I'm gonna be in
rules.
jail.
I'm not calling. And then,
Or something.
so here-
Something like
but
it's
That's
no
a
way
fact.
in the world.
Here's what I'm mad about.
Yeah, but did you hear? Did you see the interview of the two girls?
Is
Though?
the people now
The
that's
new- the
coming
new
up and
just
they mad.
now?
You wasn't
The two
mad
girls
fucking
interviewed.
2
I didn't
months
see
ago.
it.
You wasn't mad, and you knew about the tape.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago. So that's why you're
Hold
hypocrite.
on. There was an interview with the two girls. Did
Yeah,
you see
the
this?
two girls, and one of the girls is saying, "My dad, or my mom, told me to lie to Kelly
They
when I
so-
first
that's
met
right.
her."
They sold their kids.
Yeah.
First of all, these rich motherfucking politicians been going out the country buying babies and you voting for them.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking not. And so that's why I'm telling people who sit
Hey, a
online,
baby's cheap, yo.
I'm just fucked up.
It didn't
man.
develop all the way yet. We got
They praying on it. So
These
it's just fucked
motherfuckers
up.
is vicious, yo.
Yeah.
They are
CG,
fucking crazy.
We got to take a music break. And
We
allow
do?
the- I mean, we do what whatever you
Yo,
want to do.
all
But
right, go ahead, man.
You're
a
just the
classic.
bearer of good news. aren't you?
but
say-
we got there's so many things to talk about.
and we gonna
Topic
come
wise.
back and talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? You got it, boss.
So AG, man, take it away with your music, brother.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Charles, A.K.A. Mr. Kraves. You know me, I'm your vegan guy. If you're looking for good, flavorful vegan food, you can find me on Instagram at Kraves Eats or Kraves Vegan Foods. And I'd like to shout out the whole Punto Spot, Adventures Music, Dex, Chris Gotti, the whole team, Dinero, what's going on with everybody. I'd like to salute everybody behind the scenes. Thank you for having me. Today I brought you some pastelitos. I brought you a pasta dish. If you like any of these dishes, remember, contact me. Hit me on Instagram, I'll get right back at you. I mean, you know, it's good music, it's good food. It go hand in hand. It's a family affair. That's what we do here. Shout out everybody, peace.